If you're dealing with social anxiety, I want you to know that you don't need to fix it first in order to find real freedom and peace. But I also do know that that doesn't really help if you don't feel that way inside. Because that was my experience. I understood that social situations weren't dangerous, but my body didn't agree. It was still holding on to anxiety. It was like stuck in there. So it didn't really matter what I thought. It just kept coming up anyways in social situations. I couldn't just be chill around other people, be me naturally, because I was so tense inside. So how do you let go of that? How do you let go of anxiety if it's stuck in your body? Well, you can start at least by dropping the label of social anxiety, calling it something else, like shyness. And then don't treat your shyness as something you need to get rid of, because it's not a flaw, it's not a mistake, it's a real part of you. And when you try to force yourself to not be shy when you are, it just adds more tension onto the initial tension, the anxiety. That's something I've experienced. So you can let yourself be shy. Let yourself be awkward, strange. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a feeling in your body, really. You just built a whole story around it. That having that feeling means there's something wrong with you, basically. You have social anxiety disorder. It's a disorder. So you gotta fix that disorder before you can really be valuable, likable, which just isn't true. We think it is. So we're kind of told, like, being quiet has no benefit, or that you won't live as good of a life as someone who's more outgoing. Again, not true. But you just become, you believe it and you become ashamed of who you are. And you try to outrun the feeling, push it away, and it doesn't help. You just create more conflict inside. So what you can do instead is hold your anxiety with love. Meaning, you don't need to fight with it if it's going to be here anyways. And that's already the start of the healing that you're looking for. Because you're giving love to the part of yourself that doesn't feel loved. The real you, the one that is anxious and shy. Not an idea of you in the future that doesn't have anxiety. And when you do that, when you love the parts of yourself that are challenging, uncomfortable, it teaches you in a way that when life presents you with situations with people that are challenging or uncomfortable, to approach them with love, as you do with your own stuff, as you do with yourself. And I know you didn't choose your shyness, but you have it anyways. So I personally think there's a reason for that. Maybe it's just so you can overcome it and become more free on the other side of it. Or maybe also, if you allow yourself to be you authentically, even when that's unusual, even when you don't fit in, you can show someone else that it's okay for them to do that too. And like, that's where real connection can start. Actually, real friendship, real love. So you don't have to become more confident in order to be likable or to have friends. You just embrace the real you and know that this real you is necessary. The version of you right now is authentic and necessary. Whatever's happening right now is within you or outside of you is the most real and necessary expression of life. So, for example, I walk into a public area and I start to feel anxious, uncomfortable. I don't need to force myself to relax. I could instead just remind myself of that. This is real right now. This is the most real version of me. So there's gotta be good that can come from it. Something. Even if I can't see it at the time. You know? And that acceptance is what can bring you real peace, even in the midst of struggle, in the midst of social anxiety. So, I'm gonna end it there. But if you're still watching, I really appreciate you. Seriously. You're a real one for watching the whole video. I love you. Thank you so much. Okay. Have a great day. Peace.